Welcome back to Weird World War. While the jungles and frozen fronts held their own secrets, the stark, sun-baked deserts of Tunisia became a crucible for a unique brand of supernatural terror during the North African campaign. Here, where ancient civilizations once crumbled, the battles of the Afrika Korps and the Allies produced unsettling reports of phantom encounters that defied rational explanation. The desert itself is a place of profound silence and disorienting heat, a perfect stage for psychological stress. But the stories coming out of Tunisia went beyond simple fatigue. One of the most widely reported phenomena involved phantom patrols. British, American, and German soldiers all independently reported seeing formations of soldiers moving across the dunes at dawn or dusk, only for the formations to dissolve when approached. In one well-documented British account near Kasserine Pass, a reconnaissance unit spotted what they initially took to be a lost German platoon traversing a ridge. They cautiously tracked them for nearly an hour. But as the sun dipped, the figures simply faded away, leaving no tracks, no dust, and no sign of their presence in the undisturbed sand. German soldiers, too, told Simratelis, after a particularly bloody engagement. A squad reported seeing a spectral unit of French Foreign Legionnaires' uniforms, tattered and covered in dust, but moving with the disciplined cadence of the living. The German officer ordered them to halt, but they marched silently toward an ancient ruin and vanished inside the walls. These were ghosts of older conflicts, seemingly dragged back by the intensity of the new war. Even more bizarre were the cases of inexplicable violence. Allied records from the campaign contained several instances of individuals and small teams disappearing without a trace, often from secure positions. One incident involves an American sergeant who stepped out of his trench one clear, moonlit night to investigate a strange, rhythmic clicking sound coming from a low dune. He was gone less than 2 minutes. When his fellow soldiers investigated, the dune was empty, and the only tracks were his own leading out and then abruptly stopping. He was never found, nor was any sign of a struggle. The only clue was a pervasive scent of sulfur, reported by his company. Some officers attributed these phenomena to Fata Morgana complex mirages, caused by the extreme temperature differences over the desert floor. But how does a mirage leave behind a scent, or silence the rhythmic clicking that lured the soldier away? The local Arab populations who served as guides had their own explanations. They spoke of Gin malevolent, there's a spirit stirred by the bloodshed and the disruption of the ancient lands. They believed the war had opened gateways, allowing these spirits to prey on the living. These theories found eerie credence in accounts of sudden, collective premonitions. Before the devastating German counterattack at Kasserine Pass, several Allied units reported an intense, shared feeling of dread, a chilling stillness in the air, accompanied by whispers that warned of impending doom. While many dismissed it as nerves, the sheer number of soldiers who reported this unusual dread has kept the story alive. The haunts of Tunisia remain a confusing chapter of the North African campaign. Were they psychological echoes of war, amplified by the vast, desolate desert, or did the ancient, magical sands possess a power that briefly blurred the line between the living and the dead, summoning ghosts of wars past and creating new ones in the blistering sun? What do you believe was the cause of the strange disappearances and apparitions in the Tunisian desert? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this journey into the sands of mystery unsettling, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Weird World War 4, more untold historical mysteries. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the past.